G'day everybody, just down looking at my handiwork again. Been doing more clearing on Tuesday, digging out bloody lantana, but really starting to take shape. Getting looking like a bit of a parkland down here. More cleaning up. It's got to be aware of the big browns. I spotted a very big brown snake coming across the track the other afternoon when I was about to come down and I thought I'll turn back. Anyway, there's one brown, there's another brown following up, not behind one another too, because they like mating too as well this time of year as well. But no, a few more trees, but that lantana was really hard going on Tuesday. It was really, really hot down here. And I got a couple of more roots. If you ever dug out lantana, that's why they use dozers with rippers or blade plough on them when they're in large thickets of lantana. They got a massive root ball. I'll just go down here. Have a look. This lantana, this tea tree here is going to go. I'm going to get rid of that. There was a large dibble with that bare patch. I've flattened that. This is where the lantana was. I've got another two roots to dig out. You don't see much on top, but underneath, this is the larger one. They are massive root balls of lantana. A little bit more work to do, but getting there bit by bit, turning it in. The more you cut it, the more it neatens up. And that's the pile of a bit of like a windrow when you clear and scrub, but on a small scale. I'm not doing it with a D6 dozer or anything like that, just doing it by hand. I've got to burn this. This is a big tree pile. That's the lantana roots you can see. This was grown above the ground. That's the stalk. And you can see the massive root ball, and lantana suckers out a fair way. So you've got to dig down and follow the roots out, and you hit another clump that's grown above the ground. And I keep on digging it up to get bloody eradicated. No, it is a pain in the bum. No worries, everybody. Just enjoying it down here in the morning. Nice and cool, but probably only do a bit today because of those high temperatures. Maybe do it 2 hours, 3 hours, and I'll give it up and head back and cook some rice. I'm going to cook some white rice because I haven't had white rice for such a long time. I've been eating brown rice and lentils, but just feel like a bit of white rice and some veggies to go with it. White rice and mullet, fried mullet, but I'm vegetarian these days, so it's white rice and some beans and other stuff. Nah, really enjoying down here, working down here. And I tell you what, this is the fittest I've ever been in my entire life. Like being vegetarian, vegan, and doing the work. I mean, the vegetarian diet has certainly helped with my stamina. Now I'll put in about 3 or 4 hours, have a spell, a little bit just before midday again, and a bit more after smoking. But a lot of the hard work, slog clearings are really done down here. But now I'm just going to establish some fire breaks along here because I want to burn this out. When the farming brothers the cane people that own the block next door want to give me a hand to burn her out. Doing it by hand, they said, "Oh, Larry, don't do it by hand." And they like their Maltese, and they come from a bit of a background themselves, and their old father come to Australia. I don't mind doing work by hand. It's character building, it's honest, it's organic. Oh, it just takes me back to my own great grandparents and great parents when they were clearing, like South Sea Islanders, Kanakas. They come into Australia and they cleared their land where they grew up, the families cleared that out by hand, cleared the scrub by hand. But no, it's not bad going, really. Just take you over here, have a look at these mangoes that are perking out. Not sure what these ones are here. There's one growing up here large, and these could be Kensingtons, or they could be Bowens. There's another one growing on. Oh! Dropped off. Didn't mean that to happen. I'll take him back to the house. Got passion fruits growing through the trees, up through the mango trees as well, which is a good bonus. These little, I think these are sugaries. Probably the last of the mangoes, really. They are really filling out. These are only small. Bit of rain and everything else and the humidity. And these are sweet. Lovely and sweet. Sugar mangoes grew as big as Bowen mangoes and more fleshy. They'd outclass Bowen mangoes by far. Beautiful, sweet when they're really sweet. But I've got to prune a lot of these and they'll be a better crop and manure them next year. No worries, everybody. Thank you for listening. Larry down in the scrub. That's what I love. No worries.